The smartest man to ever exist once said, "If you want to make $1 million like me, just take a couple 100,000 and 10x that shit." And now financial gurus are teaching you how you can do the same if you just buy their TikTok course for only $4,000. Link in bio. We're going to be looking at some of these geniuses today and trying not to cringe.
What would it take for you to get $3 billion within 6 months?
I'd take $100 million that I have and I'd go to a big institution and say, hey, 10x my 100. That'd be a bill. They'll do that 100%. I'd take the bill and go buy $3 billion. $1 billion will buy $3 or $4 billion worth of real estate. We could do $4 billion this year.
I don't understand why you're thinking so small. Let's do it. I'm curious why you play so small when you have the opportunity. You just came up with the answer in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Why wait?
Well, I come here. I came here from a therapy session today. Thank you, Dr. Phil.
Dude, I'm so stupid. I get it now. If I want to make $1 billion, I just gotta get $1 million that I already have because I have $1 million. I use that $1 million to buy $5 million, and then I go to the bank and I say, hey, Mr. Bank, I want $20 million. Then I 10x that shit. Then I buy Fartcoin, and that's it. It's so simple, but broke people don't do it because they're too busy buying Hot Chip and Latte. I bet this next video is going to be just as good.
One of the best ways to get rich is starting your own charity, right? Because a lot of people do that and they hire themselves as, they're getting a salary from the company, right? And a lot of people hear nonprofit and they think, oh, no one's making any money. But you can build an entire company where everyone's getting paid salaries, but it's just a nonprofit. Like the company doesn't take profits out. Right. Rolex is a nonprofit.
New method just dropped, guys. Yes, dude. Step 1, you're going to rob old ladies on the street. Step 2, you're going to hold a children's hospital hostage and demand ransom. Yes. Step 3, scam disabled people. It's too easy until you go to jail. If you're looking for financial advice, do not take it from some random white guy in his living room named How to Be Rich Podcast. Take it from a random white guy in their living room named Money with Aiden. Let's go, guys. Subscribe.
Slaves worked all the hours they were awake for their entire lives. In American history, in Egyptian history, in the rest of the world that had slaves, which is most of the world at some given point. I think, if they can do it, so can I.
Motivational videos used to be like, I'm going to show you how great I am, great I am, great I am, great I am. And then it's just like a Rocky clip. Now it's just romanticizing slave labor.
If I were starting over in my 20s and wanted to make $1 million in the next 1 to 2 years, here are the 3 things I would do immediately. Number 1, I would buy an existing business with owner financing, and I would implement modern marketing and automation tactics. And yes, this is doable with little to no money. Start by going to BizBuySell or LoopNet.com. Number 2, I would leverage any credit or borrowing opportunities I had, and I would go all in on crypto research and trading. There's huge opportunity in crypto right now, especially if you're following new coin launches. Pro tip, become an expert airdrop hunter. There's just huge potential here. Number 3, I would immerse myself in AI and become an expert in the field. From there, I would launch and test AI-generated art, digital products, or educational-based AI talking head content.
Someone come get their uncle, man. Get Uncle Tom. Someone get their man. I'm sure you can make millions off AI-generated art, dude. Solid plan. Solid plan. I feel like I should make like a bingo card for this video. Automation. Yes. AI. Yes. Crypto. Got it. Buy a business because I'm in my 20s, I have millions of dollars already. Yes. Basically get into a bunch of debt. Yes. Bingo! Bingo! I've got bingo!
You shouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Don't eat out, don't go drinking, don't go partying.
Don't go
do
rice and beans and rice.
Nothing.
If you want to make $100,000.
You should live like crap until you've hit your goal of at least 100K.
I agree with that too.
You should have nothing nice. You should buy everything used.
No sex.
Don't do anything.
If you're an unmarried man.
If you're unmarried, yeah, don't have sex.
Yes.
Okay? I don't care if you make $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So the blanket advice for everybody though is that you deserve to eat crap until you hit that goal of 100K.
You should expect to eat crap.
Yeah, and you deserve it.
This might be the worst video I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm so sorry I made you watch that. Any man who tells other men to not touch grass and eat like crap until they make 6 figures have to be the loneliest, most miserable people on the planet who probably also don't touch grass and hate themselves. Oh yeah, don't enjoy your life, says man that hates himself. And now I need to reset my algorithm. Thank you.
Step 1, rent a Lambo. Step 2, rent a mansion on Airbnb. Step 3, bring all your outfits and shoot every shot you'll use for the next year of you standing next to your mansion and Lambo. Step 4, fake your Shopify statistics by manually adding in every order to make these dashboard pages seem real even when you refresh the page. Step 5, make a video promising people $30K in a month, telling them how you were just like them when you started and you figured it out, and they can too if they just buy your course for $997. Step 6, they buy your course and realize it's a scam, but that's where Step 7 comes into play. Pay them referral bonuses to recruit other students and to give your course 5-star reviews. They'll only post positive things, and that'll make it seem even more legit to help you get even more students.
I love this dude. He cracked the code. It's an epidemic right now, scamming a bunch of 16-year-olds by selling courses on how to drop ship and scale with AI when they literally just made ChatGPT write their entire course from start to finish because they themselves don't know anything. And that how to fake Shopify statistics video is now on 14,000 views. Wonder why. But this guy nailed it, and now everyone is doing it because everyone wants to scam and get rich quick instead of doing the very slow, very boring things it takes to actually build wealth. The faster that someone says they can get you rich, the more full of it they are, and it's like a direct correlation.
It is so funny to me when I go on my For You page on TikTok and I see people selling courses, right? Fitness courses, educational courses, stock market courses, anything, any course related to bettering your life, right? And everyone in the comments be like, oh my God, just another course. Oh my God, this is such a scam. Like, I'm sick of the courses. I'm sick of the programs. And tomatoes. These programs are $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, right? And they are literally giving you information to completely transform your life and change your life for the better, me being one of them. And y'all are like, oh my God, it's a scam. College is the biggest scam in US history. And no one wants to talk about that. College makes you go, you spend $150,000 on a college degree and you leave. They don't offer you a job. They don't get you a job. After you walk across that stage, they quite literally kick you off campus. I got your money, peace out, bye.
How about I apply for a job right now? I'll delete my college section, and in my education section, I'll just put Brittany Bowen TikTok course. I'm sure I'll get the job. To make and sell a course for $2,000 to $4,000, then I'm assuming you have information that no one else knows that you're selling, right? I'm sure the woman telling you to buy courses on TikTok because college is a scam since the university doesn't offer you a job after is just a 200 IQ genius that I want to follow.
This is the simplest method to get rich in America. The formula is simple, but everybody wants to complicate. Step 1, buy a business. Could be a laundromat, car wash, bagel store, pizzeria, anything that cash flows. Step 2, install standard operating procedures. This basically puts processes in place for every position. This is how the business now can run without you. Step 3, back yourself out of that business slowly. Hire a manager, give them $70,000 a year. And step 4, do it again. Do this over and over again till you have 3, 5, 10, 15 of them. Each one will now net you $100,000 a year. And now you're making $700,000 to $1 million. And it's considered passive because you scale and you're not working every day in the business. Buy an owner-operated business and then step 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back yourself out. Yeah.
Let me get this straight. If you want to get rich, you buy an already profitable business with the money that you have, even though you're not rich, and then you're going to install standard operating procedures. Like that means something fancy and not just clean the floors and take out the trash. I don't know why he's talking about hiring people as well for an already profitable business. If you're a profitable business, you already have people and processes in place to keep that business profitable. So this guy's just kind of talking out of his butt.
I don't care what anyone says, but a 401k is a terrible retirement fund. If you're in your 20s and your goal is to accumulate wealth as fast as possible, do not put your money in a 401k. This is one of the biggest scams that the American people have bought into. Any money you put into a 401k is literally trapped until you are 59 and a half, And if you do decide to pull out your money before then, there are hefty penalties. But let's say you wait to cash out until you are a senior citizen. Who knows what the country's inflation or taxes will look like by then? Will it even be worth it? I mean, at this rate of technology, will humanity even still exist? I don't know about you, but I do not want to be a multimillionaire when I'm old. I want to be a multimillionaire now. And if I dedicate everything to becoming wealthy at a young age, I sure as hell won't need that money from a 401k in 40 years.
This guy's an idiot. If you try to get rich quick in your 20s, you're going to be decades behind the people making the very boring investments in the meantime. Building wealth in your 20s sounds great, blah, blah, blah. But if that doesn't work out, then who's going to fund your retirement home? Because it's not going to be you. You can also very easily try to get rich today and also invest in your future self. It's not a black and white situation.
100 grand a month is not enough. It's not enough. Because after taxes, after your expenses, you can walk away with nothing. It's not that much money. 25 grand a week, bro. 25 grand a week. Are you serious? You have a high ticket mentorship where you coach people to get them a transformation. 5 grand for 3 months. All you need is literally 1 sale a day. If you build an acquisition channel like Instagram where you got leads coming in consistently, you can make 1 sale a day, bro. In a matter of a 7-day window, you don't need to do this 5 times.
Bro, listen to me, bro. 25 grand a week, bro. 25 grand a week, bro. 25 grand a week, bro. That's nothing, bro. That's nothing. Notice how this guy sells courses to people, teaching them how to sell courses to other people. If he really makes 100 grand a month by being such a successful businessman, he wouldn't need or want to sell a course teaching people how to do the exact same thing that he's doing. But if he made $1 every time he said bro, then maybe he would.
If you're a non-9-to-5er and you're still young, saving money is probably worse than running out of money itself. This is going to fly over so many people's heads, but if you're young, if you're starting to make more money, if you're entrepreneurial in the slightest, and your income is not capped at a monthly level, go read the book Die With Zero. One of the main principles of this book by Bill Perkins is that as you get older, you're going to make more money. And so the amount of money you can save while you're young is almost meaningless. Like, once again, if you're working a 9-to-5, if you make $70K a year and you don't plan on making more than that for a while, then don't do this. But if you have any expectation of making more money in the future, it really makes 0 sense to pinch pennies right now. You're just making your life harder for really no gain or benefit whatsoever.
That is unbelievably bad advice. I know there's context. He's talking about self-employed people, not the average person. But that context actually makes it worse. It's especially important if you're taking on the risk of trying to run or build a business that you have something to fall back on. Any business can fail, so if you want to make sure you can still afford eggs and bread in 3 months or 6 months, save your money. He says there's no gain when you save money, but there's no gain to living on the streets either, so gotta have a toss up.
Here's why I'm not the biggest fan of VOO and chill, especially if you're in your 20s or 30s. So the popular investing, especially beginner investing advice on TikTok is to VOO or VTI and chill, but I don't necessarily agree.
VOO is an index fund that lets you buy 500 of the largest publicly traded companies at once, and VTI is basically buying a share of the total stock market.
With that, especially if you're younger and you have many years left until retirement, then the reason for that is because the returns are so small. When you're putting all your money into broad ETFs like VOO or VTI, yes, you have a lot of exposure to high growth stocks like Nvidia or Amazon, etc. However, you also have a lot of exposure to low growth stocks like AT&T, for example, that drag the performance of that ETF. So let's take one of my followers' portfolios as an example, who I've been helping out for the past year.
So this is his portfolio, and as you can see at the bottom, he really started taking investing seriously May 21st of last year. Around that time, he had $23,000 invested, which mainly comprised of his Roth IRA and 401k. And once I started working with him and giving him some pointers, and he started really taking investing into individual stocks a little bit more seriously.
Of course, he's a mentor. If you want investment advice, don't listen to these guys. Don't even listen to me. Speak with a financial advisor. But they're going to say the same things I'm about to, which is don't listen to this guy. If you're younger, he's right. You should be risky, but VOO is risky. The max drawdown was 34% just 6 years ago. So if you want to go riskier than that, God bless you. VOO is up 22% over the past year anyway, so I don't know what he means by slow growth. And it looks like he deposited about 70 grand of his own money to get to that 150, so don't let that number fool you.
You ever just have like a fun little drink or a fun little snack?
Never, bro.
A little talkies?
Would you cheat on your wife once?
No.
Why?
That's cheating.
Why would you cheat on yourself?
I want to say having a little bag of chips every once in a while.
Yeah, and having a little side isn't that bad either.
Yeah, it is. You're breaking the covenant of marriage.
You're breaking the covenant with yourself. The thing is,
I don't have a covenant that
and that's the difference, brother. I've committed myself to the purity of my vessel. Something that you are supposed to commit to if you're a Christian. Remember what the Bible says. If you do not take care of the temple, God will destroy it. It's in the Bible. And if you believe the Bible, well, then you better start taking care of your vessel.
Dude, he's so right. Eating a bag of Takis is just as bad, if not worse, than cheating on your wife. Hot take, I think they should make microphones as hard to get as guns. Get a background check on these people, you know, a little questionnaire. Hey, what do you think of Takis? Oh, you don't eat them, you love your wife? Okay, got it. Okay, yeah, you're good. Here. If you've ever 10x'd your shit before, leave a like down below and subscribe. Thank you, my friends, for watching, and I will see you next time.